Yo, what's up? This is me in the future. This video wasn't supposed to be about taking action and staying focused on what you want to do, but it ended up, if you watch the whole thing, you'll see it like flows together. It ended up becoming how to destroy your competition. So just get straight into it. You'll see what I mean. Yo, in this video, I'm gonna be talking to you about taking action and staying focused. If you want to build success, I know, look at me, bro. It doesn't look like I'm successful. I'm not successful. I'm not just yet. But if you want to start making progress and start feeling fulfilled, doing what you're doing, you have to take the first step and start taking action towards your goals, no matter what it is. If it's, I want to be an artist, or I want to be an entrepreneur, or I want to be a professional athlete. Whatever it is, a dentist, a doctor, whatever it is, you have to take the first steps towards it. Right now, if you're in high school, so you see at end of senior year, what can you do? Right? Actually, it's summer. Damn, it's summer. But let's say you have a goal to be an entrepreneur. What can you do to be an entrepreneur? Start working on a business. Find online businesses. Something you can do, drop shipping. Oh, try drop shipping. Oh, you can try an eBay resale business. Try reselling sneakers. Oh, just try a clothing brand, a digital marketing agency. Whatever it is, go and try it. Then you'll start identifying as an entrepreneur. You're like, oh shoot, I'm an entrepreneur, and that's kind of like, oh shoot, I'm an entrepreneur. You feel good about it, and then you start working on it every day. And imagine the returns you'll get after a couple of years of like being an entrepreneur, doing the actions that an entrepreneur would do. Right? Now imagine you want to be a doctor. What can you do to be a doctor? Say you're second year of college and you want to be a doctor, right? You're starting to take those courses to learn more about how the human anatomy works, right? You're going to learn about medication. I have no idea. I'm just like coming up with a couple of things, but I don't want to be a doctor personally, so I have no idea. I don't really have an idea of how that works, but I could imagine that you can start reading some books. You could go on YouTube, same thing as an entrepreneur, but you can read some books on like how to be, what would a doctor read or like a student read if they want to become a doctor. And you start reading that book. You start taking notes. You start putting that book into your DNA. Alex Hormozi said that, my favorite entrepreneur. You see, he says, put How to Win Friends and Influence People, and you're destined to be successful, because that book's all about communicating in the most concise and the perfect way for people to like you, and so you can influence them to do what you want. That's why it's like, as an entrepreneur, that's like really important. In every aspect of life, honestly, it's important. If you put that book into your DNA, you'll be successful. That's what he says. But in this case, if you want to be a doctor, there's a certain book on anatomy or something. You put that book into your DNA, you're like an encyclopedia about like anything medicine related or anything about the human anatomy. Now imagine that. You could be the best doctor in the world. You're like a whole encyclopedia. Your nickname becomes the encyclopedia. Imagine that. Wouldn't that be awesome? If that's your goal, if you want to be a doctor, do that. That's something you could do now, right? You could start reading that book now. Read it over and over and over again until it actually becomes a part of you. Dentist. You can get an internship somewhere. Once you're actually in the flow of things, if you actually put in the work, you started studying more, getting good grades in college, and then reaching out to all these dental firms, right? Dental firms, and you can ask for internships, so you can actually visualize. You can visualize. You can observe other dentists or like other dentists doing their job, and you're like, okay, this is what I might be doing. All right, this is cool. What are you doing here? You could ask questions. Boom, 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 and then they'll give you tasks, and you can do that. You wouldn't know unless you take the action and go and do it. So look, you can do, if you have any goal in mind, if you're an ambitious person just like me. I have tons of ambition. There's something that I want to be specifically, and that's an entrepreneur. I want to be an entrepreneur, and my three primary things are financial freedom, location freedom, and time freedom. Those are my three primary goals, at least for now. That's my purpose in life, to retire my mom. That's what I want to do. But for other people, it could be, I want to be a dentist. Why? So I can fix people and give them confidence. Fix people's teeth and give them confidence. Other people could be a doctor. I want to help people find a cure for cancer, and that's an amazing goal. Now work towards it now. Don't wait until you're like 30 and then, I'm a doctor now, like a brand new, fresh doctor. And now you're going to start working towards it. Work towards it now while you're still young, while you're still a student, while you're in your prime. If you want to be a professional athlete, you may think it's too late, but you can outwork most of these people. You look at some of the school athletes, they only practice. Most of them, and at least in my high school or my college, they only practice a certain amount of days. They don't practice every single day. And you gotta start putting in the mentality. I used to play basketball. I didn't put in any work, bro. We had like 3 practices a week. I went to those 3 practices and that's all I practiced. And that was most of my teammates as well. So if you put in more volume, right? Let's say you wake up at 5 a.m. and then you go practice, and let's say your school starts at around 7. You practice from 5 to 6 or 5 to 6:30. And after that, you go home, take a shower, get ready for school, and start running to class because school starts at 7:15 on the dot. And then after school and it ends at 2:20, what happens? You go straight to the park and keep working. Then you get home, do some homework, or you could get home first from 2:20, get home, finish all your homework. Then at the end, you spend all your time analyzing film from like Kobe or Michael Jordan, or even some college players, because some college players are pretty good. Analyze that. Literally put all that stuff into your DNA. Analyze, apply it to your game, fix your form. How can I have the best jump shot? How can I jump higher? How can I become more athletic? And that's how you can become a professional athlete. Every single day is going to be a grind. You have to put that stuff into your DNA. No matter what grade you're in, bro, if you put in enough work into any field you want to get into, you can do it. You just have to outwork your competition. Look at the people. If you're in if somebody has the same thing as you, ask them, what are you doing to achieve that goal of becoming a doctor or becoming a professional athlete? What are you doing exactly? If they're saying, I'm only practicing 1 hour a day to become a professional basketball player. Look, if that's what he's doing, and you have somebody else and they're doing the same thing, a majority of people are doing that. Why don't you work 6 hours a day on becoming a better basketball player? Now that may be like, what? What are you talking about? That's a lot of time. Yeah, but isn't that your goal? Isn't that what's going to make you feel happy and fulfilled in the future? Then go and do it. Dude, you're going to be out working your competition. That's freaking awesome. So go and do it. What's stopping you, bro? Go now. Yeah. All right, you guys keep improving. Peace.